Release, reset, and realign. Welcome to Ascension Alliance, Hawaii. A lot of energy shifts happening currently, and it's happening for everyone. Also, the mental and emotional bodies are feeling these shifts tremendously. This is really big for everyone right now. It is especially pronounced for the emotions and your mental bodies during this time, and you'll notice that a lot of things are surfacing more so than ever and more rapidly, especially during these eclipse days. We're still feeling these energies, and they are very, very strong and potent. The energies are basically pushing everyone, surfacing everything for everyone, not just mentally and emotionally, but spiritually and physically as well. And it's pushing us into that space of releasing all that is unnecessary for our purpose and our highest good, and pushing everything out of our systems to be able to move into our systems more of that light frequency energies. But also keep in mind that this also does affect the financial energies of all of us, with everything that is shifting and occurring energetically globally, not just for us on an individual basis, but collectively as a whole. So be aware of all of these systems that are running through us. We're actually filtering a lot of these energies through us. I'd like to look at it as something to be aware of, awaken to, as well as to be observant of, and not get caught up in this whirlwind, because there is a lot of chaos, a lot of conflicting energies as well that is happening, and it has that potential to push and pull our psyche, our entire being, mentally and or emotionally or physically or however way. So strengthening, being in that space of neutrality as well as observation is the best place to be during this time. It's also a good thing to be aware of, is to be awakened and attuned to the energies that are around us at all times, and how it is affecting us on many different levels. These eclipse energies are also showing us that perhaps we may need to learn how to transcend the belief systems into wisdom of knowing and knowingness. We are now moving higher and higher. And if fear begins to take a hold of you and grapple you, punch that old fear in the solar plexus. Give them that 1-2 punch. Always remember, circumstances don't matter. Only my state of being matters. So now what we really need to be aware of is that third dimensional systems are collapsing. They have been collapsing gradually, but now you are going to be witnessing this collapsing and disbanding and layers peeling away from all of these systems that we have all been programmed into, conditioned, and patterned into. You'll be witnessing this now, if you're not by now, because I know some people refuse to look at what's going on in the world. I believe that would only hamper the individual that's just my take and opinion. It's best to be aware, because know that we are also a part of the physical world. We're not just spiritual beings having a human experience, but we're a part of all these different realities. And I know some people that refuse to look at everything that is going on, and they're just oblivious to it all. There's some dangers in that, if you think about it, because if you're not prepared in different aspects, in different ways, not just spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and all the way around, when stuff will come and hit you out of left field, you will not know how to respond and or react. Therefore, it's best and in your best interest to be abreast on everything that is going around, because you and I are a part of everything, spiritually and physically. And so open that eyes and be awake, be aware, but do not become swept up into everything. Space of observation and neutrality is always key. And whichever way you look at it, everyone will be affected, no matter what. Everyone globally is affected. We're all interconnected, if you think about it. And know also that all of these things need to occur. All of these outdated, old paradigm, old energy systems need to fall, need to dismantle, in order for the ushering in of the new earth, new innovative systems to take place and to be implemented by those that carry these higher energies. Now we're also going to have to learn how and relearn how to navigate through all of these different types of shifting energies that is pushing and pulling us in all these different directions. And that can be very, very challenging, but navigating through it all is doable as long as you stay focused, balanced, in alignment, and have the greatest of clarity and not get caught up in everything. Know that everyone will move through these powerful energetic shifts according to their own growth and learning. Everyone needs to be where they are, where they're at during this time, in any given moment, during this now moment. And know that whatever is needed for the individual and or collectively will surface, more than likely it will surface by way of what that individual and or collectively still needs to learn and grow through. So it's a never-ending process. All of this is a never-ending process, and it's teaching us more so about ourselves individually, about our authenticity, standing in that power at all times, being aware and awakened, and having that situational awareness mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially as well. Now, I know the lunar eclipse energies has been affecting a lot of people, and they've been growing or going through a lot of different issues, some more extreme than others. Some is more extreme in the emotional department, others in the mental department, and others in the physical department, as well as financial, and a combination of all of them. Know that you're not alone, and we're all in this together. We're all connected, and we're moving through everything to the best of our abilities and capabilities. There's no one right or wrong way of moving through it or coming to whatever solutions. The sky's the limit. It's up to us. It is only us that limits ourselves when it comes to navigating and moving through different things in our thought processes and belief systems as well. Perhaps that may need to shift as well, and I believe that with this eclipse energy, it is forcing quite a lot of us to shift and adjust and transcend that belief system into newer belief systems, perhaps, or none whatsoever, and just being a blank slate and just creating along the way as things come our way. We just do our magic however it will be to us that's most conducive to our energetic systems, to our situations and circumstances as well, because no two are alike and no two solutions will work the same for each person as well. And so the key is to try and find what works best for you and your situation. And probably, you can take anyone else's tips and or advice and simply tweak that, especially if it's not really working in your favor and or to your advantage, and you might find yourself hitting the wall over and over and thinking, I thought this or that person said this would work, and if I did that, because it might not work for you. It may, but it may not. You know what I find that is very helpful energetically for myself, in my own humble opinion, is that I weed through a lot of the YouTube videos here, all different types, all kinds, tutorials, informational, just any and every, including whatever news feeds go through. But I don't absorb it. What I do is I observe it all, and I throw it out there and I look at it and go, okay, this is good, that is, kind of sketchy. Overall, I think it's all sketchy, and I toss it in the trash bin, and I just test myself to see how I would respond and or react. I test my emotional body, I test my mental body, my physical body, spiritual body, financial, all of that. I just do daily tests on myself to see where I'm at and how much I'm actually absorbing or observing, and where most of the work still needs to be done on myself. I think this is a great way for myself to better myself and to strengthen all aspects of the self and be able to stand even stronger in that authenticity of empowerment, and all of the bodies getting into a more of a strengthened alignment and centeredness, as well as balance and clarity, knowing and sensing which one is off more than another and why and how, as well as how to bring that back into that particular balance and frequency of higher alignments and energetic alignments here. Yeah, so throughout all of these different YouTube videos or channels that I've been watching, I've been noticing a great percentage of them are fear-mongering and fear porn. When I see that, I change the channel and I look at something else. But a great percentage of videos I do watch happens to be like relaxing jazz music, relaxing coffee music or binaural beats, the healing frequency music, and those type of things to offset the other lower frequency type of videos that are out there. And trust me, there's quite a lot of them. So weeding out all of what you feed in your mind and your body is something that is an ongoing process as well, because you don't want to feed your mind too much rubbish, and there's quite a lot of rubbish out there to be had. I mean, we have enough rubbish to deal in the physical world, so there's rubbish in the social platforms as well. That's why I'm rarely on any social platform like Facebook. I'm not even on there anymore. Instagram, I rarely, that's basically the only two. Instagram, I pop in and out, but basically that's it. I'm mostly on YouTube, but I weed out a lot of the rubbish as much as possible. Some trash I watch just for the heck of it, but other than that, I just be aware and attuned to the energies and that are just whirling all the way around us, as well as being aware and attuned to my own energy and how I am being affected by everything that is around me, and trying to see, not trying, but noticing how much of an effect it has on me mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And so to me, it's a good thing that I test myself so often, because it keeps me in alignment with the higher frequencies and with myself and my entire being. So I just wanted to pop on here and discuss a little bit about the energies that are going on and how we're being affected through these lunar eclipses. There's another eclipse coming up. I think it's next month. It's a solar eclipse. But a lot of these celestial events has an energetic impact on all of us, whether we realize it or not. And yeah, lots of stuff going on all across the board globally, and it's good to be in the space of neutrality and observation so that you can see with the greatest clarity and not be off balance and swayed all over the place and just totally be out of sync with yourself, which is important. Your well-being and your wellness is the most important priority right now and always. So I just wanted to share a few of these things with you all. I also wanted to thank all my subscribers and thank my new subscribers as well. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel, and have a great day. Aloha.